You can ring Doug's bell. Ring Doug's bell. Doug's bell. Ring Doug's bell. You can ring Doug's bell. Ring Doug's bell. Doug's bell. Ring Doug's bell. Welcome to the Doug Bellcast. And now, here is your host, the star of Ring My Bell, Doug Bell. Hey, welcome to another episode of the Bellcast. Gonna do a little soul searching on this one, get down and personal, because I had met a young lady. I was out at the I was parking the car. I had to go I rented a car. I met this girl on Tinder, right? We're talking, blah blah blah. This girl was so pretty. She looked like Kim Kardashian, you know. So I was talking to her back and forth, but then I started going, I think this is Kim. I started to think that it was like her, because then I looked at the pictures and I went and looked at Kim's pictures, and I'm like, right on, Belle. She's trying to find a real guy. Like, she's trying to find like a real, like, down in the earth guy. After all, like the rigmarole of being a celebrity, she wants just like a regular, like a down to earth dude. So I was surprised. I was like, I didn't know you lived in Pennsylvania. She goes, yeah, I moved there a while ago. I'm on the outskirts of Philly. She goes, could you send me a little bit of money? I go, yeah, but you got, wait, I go, whoa. I go, hold on, because right now the alarm bells are going off, you know. I go, how do I know this is you? I go, send me a picture of yourself. I go, that you just took from me. So she sends me a picture where she's like that, and she's on a red carpet. And she goes, I just had him take that for you. I go, oh, you're at an event? Sorry, I mean to bother you. Like, and she goes, nah, it's all right. But I just need a few bucks because my credit card got lost or something. So I said, yeah, I go, she goes, I'll get you back. I go, no problem. I go, because she had told me like she was a big fan and blah, blah, blah. When I told her who I was, she was like, oh, yeah. So I go, yeah, I'll send you a few cannolis. You know, I sent her a few. I think I sent her like 400 cannolis, which I didn't really have at the time. But she goes, hey, thanks a lot. And then she sent me another picture. Let's start again. She sent me another picture of her, and it looked like Kanye was cropped out of it. So I'm like, what, how come he's in it? And she goes, I just bumped into him, but I wanted to take a picture for you, but I cropped them out, which I was like, this is cool. Because she's probably like, hey, this Kanye's in all this trouble, but this Doug seems like a real, like, salt of the earth. That's what I like to tell her. I told her a lot, I'm salt of the earth. I go, I'm so salty, you're gonna put me on a bologna sandwich, you know, which was stupid because you don't put salt on a bologna sandwich. But I just said it, and she wrote back, LOL. Like, she got a kick out of it. And so I sent her 400 cannolis. I said, you know what? You got to show her that I belong in that world too. So I go, bae, I want to come down there and meet you. I go, I'll take you out for, I go, you ever have a cheesesteak down in Philly? She goes, no. I go, bae, I'll take you out for one. And so I'm like, how about I just come down there? And she goes, I can't, I gotta work, because she had to get a day job because of the divorce. Kanye took all the money, so she had to get a day job. So she goes, I gotta work. I go, where do you work? She goes, I work at Kruger. It's a supermarket. I go, what? Don't people recognize you? She goes, nah, I put a hat on, but I got to make a few muldoons. She liked that because I said muldoons. I told her what they were. And she goes, I got to make a few more dudes. So I go, all right, me and Kim are vibing. Like, she gets like, I think I even gave like a little tinkle-ink at a bell, and I sent her I sent her a bell emoji, she put like a ROF for laughing. But I was like, I got to come down here and meet you. And she goes, I got to work. I go, but it's 11 o'clock. And she goes, I'm on a midnight shift. We got inventory. I go, Kruger, sugar. I try not to curse. I didn't want her to think I was like that. So I go, how about I just come by and we have like, she goes, I got to work. She goes, I got to pay a bill or something, like a light bill. So I'll bring, again, I'm just trying to be like, because I know it's her by this point, because she sent me them pictures. I go, how about this? I'll come down, blah, blah, blah. I'll bring you a couple of, I think I said, I'll bring you a couple of, I said, I'll peel off a few cannolis, I think I said. And I go, we could just sit and shoot the sugar for a few minutes, just to make sure. And she goes, all right. And I go, where's something sweet? Because I go, you got some badonkadonk. I said that to her, I go, you got badonkadonk. And I was going to FaceTime with her, but her phone was broke. I think Kanye threw her phone or something, because she goes, I can't FaceTime. He threw my phone. I was like, oh, that's so messed up. No wonder you cut him out of the picture. So now I just know this is her, and I'm like, I got to go down there and see her. I don't want to tell people we're dating or anything, but I go, I'll keep it on the DL. She goes, yeah, please. Because right now I'm just trying to get back into regular life. Blah, blah, blah. I go, hey, believe me, Belle's as quiet as a church mouse. I go, unless I got the bell in my hand. I'm texting all this to her, And I started talking like, sexy. I go, you got that badonkadonk. Is she like that? She goes, yeah. She sent me like the peach emoji. So I sent her back the bell and the thumbs up. Bell likes. I go like that, That was the emoji. She sent me like the peach for the badonkadonk, like she's got a trunk full of junk. So I go like that, so she knows. So anyway, I'm gonna go down to Philly. It's like 1:30 in the morning. But I'm like, I'm gonna go down there. She says she just needs a little bit of my light bill, and then she could take the rest of the night off. So I go, cool. Because I'm like, I got a big thing for Kim. I mean, she's hot. I even said that to her. I go, girl, if you're any hotter, your name would be Mr. Sun. She thought that was so cute and funny. So I drive down to Philly, but then I'm like looking for Krugers, and she goes, well, I'm going to be like, she goes, there's like right next door, there's an empty lot. Cause I'm driving through, I'm like, this is not the best area. But then she goes, I'm a lawyer. I go, oh, that's right. She's trying to like meet clients and stuff and get herself going, blah, blah, blah. So she goes, there's an empty field, like an alley right there. It used to be a building, she said, but it burned down. And she told me that like she used to have property there and it burned down and she lost millions. I was like, what the fuck? I got mad, because I'm taking a few belts of booze on the way down, liquid courage. Belle's not afraid to tell you that Belle was a bit frightened. Belle was a little frightened, and I know that's hard for you guys to believe, like you, Doug. But this was Kimmy Kardashian, so I was like, I had a thing. She used to do a show on a TV called the Kardashians, and people liked it. So I go, this is my chance, because I've had like a thing for her. I go, me and her, maybe we'll hit it off. Anyway, so I'm driving. I'm like all like feeling bad for her because her property burned down, and now she's got to work next door at Kruger's, and Kanye is like giving her a bunch of BS. I said that to her. He's giving you so much BS. I texted it. And I noticed I'm in a bad neighborhood, like lots of empty lots and broken glass. I'm like, this place must have been a lot of fires, So I pull up next to the empty lot, and I don't see her. I go, bae. I just get out of the car, because I'm like, I'm afraid that she's lost or something. I'm like, I hope she have to go back into work. And I go, bae. I'm calling for her like that. And she goes, she sends me a text. She goes, come into the back of the alley. I'm back there there's a bunch of pallets. She goes, I'm hanging out behind the pallets because I don't want to get in trouble. So I was like, all right, that's cool. And I was walking back there, and the next thing you know, I just seen like a piece of wood like swinging. So I thought it was her, and I go, Kim. And before I even got, I got Kim. Hit me right in the side of the face. I fell, and I got knocked out. And I woke up. It was daylight. It was like 6 hours later, and I woke up, and like there was like crushed glass, and my phone was gone, which was like so heartbreaking because I had like Kim's Tinder contact in there. My car was up on blocks. But I guess the cops came and took my tires, and I was just so worried about her. So if you see her, like, tell her Belle's still thinking about her. Like, I didn't blow her off. She's probably so upset. She's got to go back and work at Kruger's, and she sees me as like, this is my way out. And she probably thinks I didn't show up. I hope that guy didn't bother her too, because I was heading towards the pallets. Piece of wood. There was a nail in it too. The doctor told me, almost hit me right in the eye, hit me on the side. Shot off, put a hole in my darn hat. They didn't take the hat. Thank for the love of Pete. For the love of Pete, they left the hat. But there was a hole in it. So I hope she's okay. If you see her, tell her, like, she's like, she's such a cutie pie, little cutie patootie. But I was like, I hope she's okay, because she's got that job, and she's probably hanging out behind the pallets for an hour waiting for me. And then there I am, like, laying 10 feet away in a field. She didn't, she probably didn't even know. I hope she was okay. So anyway, I had to go rent a car. That's where I got to start. I had rented a car, and then this happened, and I had to rent another car. So insurance is dealing with this one. I sent her an Instagram message, but I haven't heard back. And so I rented a car. I go to this car rental place, and I see that there's this cute girl. I had to go take care of a little piece of business. Belle's got like a few irons in the fire. So I go there, and there's this real kind of cute girl. She's a little chubby, a little bigger than I like. But she's cute. She gives me like a little smile. I give her like a little smile. I give her I give her the bell charm, as I say, I think I even had the bell in the pocket. Oh yeah, I did like this. I think I did that to her. I go, is it my turn? Because I go, my breasts are making noise. She goes, what? I go, my breasts are making noise. I think she was a little scared that she was going to laugh and get fired. But I rent myself a car, I get like a nice car, costs like $27.95 a day. That's no small potatoes. My credit card, 2 of them were declined. Because luckily, I had a couple credit cards at home, but they were declined. So I don't know what happened to them. And the other ones I had, the guy in the alley took it. So I got a call. It's been like a couple weeks. I got a call and cancel that. I keep forgetting. I hope he's not spending it, because that's stealing. Because I've been thinking about that guy in the alley, and I bet you like he was friends with Kim, and he probably thought like I was coming to like paparazzi or something. I don't know. This cute girl again, big thick girl. But anyway, me and her start texting too. It was so cool. Her name was Jeanette. And I go to her. I go, hey, I'm Doug Bell, and she goes, what happened to you? I had like a big mark. I was going to meet my girlfriend, and some guy beat me up. She goes, oh no. And I go, I can't tell you my girlfriend's name because she's a celebrity. I probably shouldn't have said that, but I was just, I was feeling no pain. I was on I had a bunch of Vikes. I was on Vikes for the pain. The doctor gave me like a script for like 30. I took like 4. And by that point, I think I had made a number 2 in like 8 days. So I was like, was bloated and the stomach was up, and I was like looking to release. So anyway, I go, I can't tell you my girlfriend's name because she's a celebrity. She goes, okay. I go, but you wouldn't believe it because believe I do this, and I go, badonka donk in the trunk. I said that to her. Anyway, so a little bit later, I send Jeanette a text. I go, hey, I think I sent her like a picture. I got a picture of something like this, like that, holding the bell. And she goes, is this the guy from the thing? I go, yeah. And she texts back. She goes, how'd you get this number? And I was like, oh, I was like, because the way I got it, maybe I shouldn't have done this, but her name was Jeanette, so I kind of called the company and I filed a complaint against her. I said, like, yeah, I was there 2 days ago. I pretended I was an old man. Like, I was there 2 days ago, and this girl, Jeanette, called me old. I think I said that. She knocked my cane down. I think I said that. To knock my cane down. I go, what's her last name? And he told me, like, you know what, forget it. Jeanette Hurdy or something, Hurdey, I think, Jeanette Hurdy. And so I know I got this like website I joined where you can look up phone numbers. So I looked her phone number up. I just sent her a text and she goes, how'd you get this number? I go, you gave it to me, bae. She goes, no, I didn't. I go, oh. I go, I'm sorry, but I just thought like you got fired. I felt really bad. She goes, well, how did you know? I go, I just, I should have been sober when I texted her because I was making mistakes. I go, it was on the website that the old guy or whatever. She goes, what? That never happened. That's not on the website. Was that you? I go, what do you mean? She goes, that just happened a couple hours ago. I go, but I heard about it. I want to take you out for some supper. I go, you gave me a little wink before. So I thought maybe like you want to go out and get a little supper. And she goes, lose my number. So I was like, well, that's what you get for being snooty to people. I go, I can't say that I'm sad the company took action and she blocked me. It's really sad. She was a cutie too. We were getting along. But I think she was probably intimidated because she knows like I was kind of connected with Kimmy and blah, blah, blah. So I got to get back in touch. But anyway, don't cry for me, Argentina. Fly wild and stay gold. You can ring Doug's bell. Ring Doug's bell. Doug's bell. Ring Doug's bell. You can ring Doug's bell. Ring Doug's bell. Doug's bell. Ring Doug's bell.